Today we're going to find out whether a lithium battery in your caravan or motorhome is a good idea, is it dangerous, and is it just as easily as putting a lithium battery in your caravan and can you use it straight away? So that's things that we're going to look at. Also, what's the advantage of going lithium? Why would you go lithium, and should you go lithium? And we're going to look at that a little bit. So we've got some big spaces on the pitch, which is waiting for part exchanges for the vans to be collected. They go out, part exchanges are officially ours, we can put them on sale, we can sell them. So we're going to have a quick look at a Platinum 640, and again, these are part exchanges, so not all the bits and pieces will actually come with them, but I've got a feeling that the awning in this one might be coming with it. I need to stay at the front because the legs aren't down, and you'll probably tip it up, but that should be fine. So this is just coming, it's just being serviced all up. Got a nice island bed at the back. So
can I go through and not tip it?
Yeah, you can go and have a look. We have sort of preliminarily put this onto the website, but it's not officially on sale just yet. But it's got a nice big washroom at the back. Centre washroom.
You just said nice big washroom at the back.
Did I?
Yeah.
I get confused sometimes.
Nice island bed at the back.
It's my age. Just my age. So yeah, you've got the island bed at the back, washroom in the middle, and then nice seats at the front. We looked at one of these on, well, it was actually a Phoenix version, which had got the longer seats at the front. So this is the end island bed with the longer seats at the front. Now this is the Platinum edition. So the Platinum edition had extras. And I don't actually know what the extras were.
I feel like the curtains don't look standard.
Yeah, I think they possibly are. Yeah, they look very Bailey.
I've not seen one in this colour scheme.
No, they look very Bailey.
No, I mean whether it was an upgrade.
Well, that was part of the Platinum package. So part of it was upholstery, curtains, external lockers, bits and pieces like that. I can't remember whether it had got a solar panel or not. Oops, I might be barking up the wrong tree, looking in the wrong cupboard here. So yeah, need to double check. As I say, it's it's got solar panel, hasn't it? Look at that. So it has got solar panel on the top. I've got a feeling this has got the motor mover as well. So hopefully next week this will be on sale. So you've got external barbecue, aerial, TV, lots of different bits and pieces on the outside, so a nice one.
Very clean, isn't it? Is it
nice.
Been cleaned or not?
No, not yet. So going to get well looked after. We've got the Elegance 480. We've got a 580 as well, which we'll be having a look at. So this is a 480. So a nice little two-berth, big fridge freezer.
You've got one of these already, haven't you?
No, so slightly different.
Oh, because I recognise the panel there.
Yeah, we had another Elegance.
Yeah.
That sold.
Oh, right.
So this is a new one. So got the nice big washroom at the back, separate shower and toilet, nice big fridge freezer. So hopefully in the next week or so this will be on sale and available.
Big, isn't it, that, for a two-berth?
Yeah, big, lots of room. It is quite a heavy one as well though. So weight on that is 1467.
Crikey.
So again, with all your caravans and all your motorhomes, whether lithium battery is suitable or not is really down to how you're going to use the van. If you're going to go off-grid and that's going to be your main way to use the van, then it probably is. Lithium is going to give you extended life, it's going to give more usable capacity of the battery, and it will just give you more options to use sort of inverters and different types of extra power. So if you're sort of thinking, actually I don't want to pay the extra fees on site and I don't want to pay for the hookup all the time and I want to be more free to go wherever I want, then a lithium battery is a good option. But it isn't just a case of being able to put the lithium battery into your caravan or motorhome. There are different things that we're going to come to that you're going to need to look at, and it's quite costly when you sort of add it all up. It all does add up. So we'll get into that and we'll actually look at a lithium setup that we've got on a motorhome or a little camper. So this is a little 580, nice one that's just come in. Again, it's going to be
got any legs down?
no, I don't think there is. about a week or two before this goes on. You're okay, you can go back. We might have had just another nice Adria turn up that's got single beds as well, so hopefully at the end of this video we might be able to look in that and see, because that's one that's just coming in to fill a spot up that we've just bought in. So that's a nice one. Again, the Elegances are quite heavy, so that's the only thing that you've got to think about on these is 1750, and it's a single axle, so quite a heavy van, but again a well spec'd heavy van. And so the little motorhome over here, we've actually got a lithium battery set up. So we're going to look at what it is, how it sort of fits in, and on this one it was a 150 amp hour 12.8 lithium battery, and they come in normally their own sort of little case, and this is an eco-worthy one, and again it comes in its own metal protective case, so they're not any more dangerous than your normal battery, as long as they're sort of contained and in the box as they should be. Again, a normal battery, if it's in bad condition, can explode, so whether it's an AGM, a lead acid one, again they can still cause problems. And again, I think a lot of people to begin with were quite worried about the lithium batteries. You've seen it sort of with dodgy chargers on scooters, e-scooters and things like that, where they blow up. But as long as it's a proper built for the job and from a company that's been building them for a long time, they should have put in protection measures within that to decrease the risks, shall I say. So it is questionable whether they're any more or less dangerous than a standard battery. Again, let me know in the comments if you know better than I do, because I'm not that clued up on the lithium, but from what I've looked at, the technology now should be good enough that it's not going to create any extra dangers than normal, but it is going to give you a lot more. So these lithium batteries normally come with a 10-year warranty, whereas your standard battery, whether it be a lead acid battery, an AGM, they're normally about 3 years warranty. And then we've fitted a Bluetti into our lorry, so that's got a lithium battery built into it, and again we've got no concerns with sort of that it's going to cause any issues, be dangerous or anything like that. The next thing is, obviously, as I mentioned, you can then fit in things like the little inverter. So just inside of this cupboard here we have got the inverter, so this will then power 230 volt from the lithium battery, and again then you can add in things like your solar panels and extra bits and pieces like that then to keep the lithium battery charged up during the day, which is great through the summer. Obviously if you're using it through the winter and we've not got the sun, then it is going to sort of run the battery down and not probably replenish quite as much as it should do. The other thing that you're going to need to think about when you put in the lithium battery is your standard charger. So the standard charger that's normally fitted to the Caravan, so we literally just the other week did a replacement where we swapped the Sargent PX 300 charger, which this is most likely going to have, so our standard charger, and then the PX 310 is actually more dedicated for using the lithium battery, and it's got actually settings in there that we can select what battery. So it's not just a case of being able to sort of go, right, we've put a lithium battery on there, great, that's it, done, dusted. You have then got to think about the cost of the charger, because really that charger unit needs swapping over. You then also need to double check the power from the car, so when you're driving and it's going to charge up the battery on the Caravan, you need to make sure that the output from that is correct, so we're not going to overcharge it and we're not going to give it not too little. The car side of it isn't quite as important, because it's not like when you're sort of plugged in and it's then plugged in for a longer period of time and going to create issues. It is going to be shorter periods of time from the car, but again, something to look at. The next one then is if you've got solar panels up on the roof, again you want to make sure that the actual controller for the solar panel is going to be okay for the lithium battery. So again, that it's going to sort of give out enough power to keep that battery charged up, but again it's not going to be too much power. They shouldn't normally give out too much power, it should be literally a case of whether it actually gives enough power. So I'll just try and get a picture and the specs off this Sargent one here so we can have a check.
Are they the same size as your leisure battery, so they fit in the same?
So yeah, you do need to get a special leisure battery dedicated for Caravan that is then going to fit and work. So output on this, which realistically for a lithium battery we want over 14 volts. So we have got 14 to 14.4 on the output voltage bulk, but our output voltage float is only 13 to 13.6. So just to get a little bit more sort of digging into whether that is going to work, I believe that because we've got the higher power on that, the 14 to 14.4 volts, it will give out enough power to keep that lithium battery charged up. But again, just making sure that the actual solar controller then is going to be correct for that lithium battery. So it's not just a case of being able to sort of put the lithium battery in and then that's it, done, dusted. There are quite a few other things that you've got to think about, and as I say, I'm not the most up-to-date expert on that, but what I do know is that your charger within the Caravan does need to be compatible with a lithium battery, because the standard charger isn't going to give enough battery sort of power to that lithium battery to keep that charged up. It's not going to fully charge it up, and again solar, making sure that that can do the job. And then as I say, car not quite as important, but again you want to just double check that. So that's your main things really that you need to be checking. So again, nice one that's just come in. So it's got the side island bed, we've got the end washroom, and we just need to sort out the roof light in this one.
So do they need to be cycled like a Caravan battery as well? These
yeah,
lithium
so again
batteries?
the lithium batteries, you've got a couple of extra things. So on your lithium battery, again you've got a couple of extra things that we need to think about, is because they've got two parts of it really. So you've got an under temperature, so if the temperature drops too low and there's not enough power in the battery, so the battery, a lithium battery, should have a BMS, so a battery monitoring or a management system built into that battery, and that's going to measure the temperature and should have a little heater on there. So when it's really cold, the lithium battery is not going to perform as well as a normal battery, because it's now got to try and heat that battery up to keep the temperature of the battery up. So that is going to use power of that lithium battery. So again, through the winter, if it's really cold and it stays really cold, that is going to cause issues with your lithium battery.
So
and
you
again,
wouldn't want one if you're going skiing to the Alps?
yeah, no, definitely. I don't think that is probably the way to do it, and you'd probably want electric hookup then, which that's going to stop any issues. And obviously if you're going skiing, the chances are it's going to snow, so you're going to get snow cover on the solar panel, so again it's not then going to charge that lithium battery up. So I would say not the best in really cold and winter conditions like that. It's not going to be as good as actually a standard battery. But again, if you sort of say, well actually that time of year we're not going to use it off grid, we are going to be plugged in, then you've got over that issue. But that is something that's really worth looking at and thinking about, is if you're sort of going, actually wanting to go off grid all over the winter, lithium might not be as good as your standard battery in that sort of sense. So again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's my sort of thinking, is that because you've got the little heater that needs to heat up the battery, which is going to use the power of the battery, it's going to wear that lithium battery down quicker, and especially if the temperature is lower for longer, it's going to be doing that more often. So take that into consideration. Again, let us know in the comments, because I'm sure people in the comments are going to let us know if we're wrong, so which is the great thing about this really. So next up, that's a lovely one with four-wheel drive motor movers. have got the Continental, so that's 2024, single set of movers. So again, I'm positive when we looked in this, even the 2024s at the moment are being fitted with the Sargent PX300. So this has got the older charger unit on, and it's potentially only the 25s, 26s more so that are going to have that PX310, which is already going to be set up for lithium batteries, etc. And again, your solar controllers, etc., should then in the new stuff be more capable to control and a lot easier just to be able to fit in the lithium batteries. But again, I could be wrong on that. So if you're going to the NEC, a good place and time to have a look and check on those chargers that they're using in the 2026s. So again, lovely one that's just come in, 23,495, 2024 fixed bed, washroom at the back with separate shower and toilet. Nice L-shaped lounge at the front, so it really opens it up, and then you've got the extra bit of seating in the front there as well. So nice one. Again, special edition with your external sockets and back compartment and extra storage as well underneath that front bed. The Coachman Wanderer, so again, this is the 2024. Again, we're going to look at what Coachman are using, and I've got a feeling these are still on the standard charger unit. So again, the charger units that are built into these, which are actually into the back of this unit, aren't really going to be compatible with the lithium batteries. So again, to access your charger is the two screws on the top here. This will be removable, and then the charger unit will actually slide in and out. So again, that's the same on the Baileys. So but again, I'm positive that those chargers aren't set up for lithium batteries. So again, you'd have to completely change that complete charger unit within that to be able to go lithium. So it's not just as easy as sort of put your lithium battery in and off you go. There are more things to think about, and I'm just seeing whether this has got a solar panel and whether that would be set up or not. I can't see the solar controller, and I can't remember whether it had got one or not, so I'll stop looking. But yeah, nice, really nice fan, this one. Again, nice lockers, nice colour scheme, nice big washroom at the back, 2024. It's like new, it's hardly been used, got all the carpets for it, I believe, which have just been taken up. Are they underneath the bed? Again, your slidey outy bed, yeah, all the carpets are there underneath the bed as well. So again, nice nice one. It's just come in. So if you have gone for lithium battery on your Caravan or your motorhome, let us know in the comments. What charger unit did you go for? Did you end up swapping the controller for the solar panel? Because again, there's different outputs and ratings for those solar controllers, so again, something that you need to look at. On the old PX300 more on the Swifts, they've got a voltage, it's called a VAG switch, a little VAG switch, which I thought was hilarious earlier.
Yeah, I noticed, so I thought it was funny.
That can adjust the voltage, but you shouldn't ever touch that. So if you sort of see that on the old PX300 charger, don't adjust that, don't mess with it. That's not going to make the charger work with lithium batteries or anything like that. It's not to be sort of messed with. It is literally just something that is there on the factory when they're testing the charger units, how they sort of refine it basically. So don't go onto the older ones thinking, oh, I can just whack the voltage up to 14 volts, 14.4 volts, and it'll be fine with my lithium battery. That's not what they're there for. So again, just a word of warning. But yeah, if you have gone lithium already, let us know in the comments what you've done, how you found it, what worked, what didn't work, what you'd have done differently. And again, it's just going to help everybody else in the comments as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little bit of a lithium sort of, not myths, is it? It's not, I don't know whether they are dangerous or less dangerous, more dangerous? I've not seen anything on the Caravan batteries to suggest that they are. But again, it is just the cost of swapping everything. So if you know differently, as I say, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place, and we'll see you next week.